the challenge for our program, these guys, our seniors and this football team from 2013, I think did a great job putting this program together. We've improved drastically over last season. I think the challenge now is for next year, can we improve that much more following year? And so that's going to be the great challenge for this program is can we continue to get better? And I think that's where we are. We've set a standard for working hard. We set a standard for how we act. We set a standard for a lot of things. You got to build tradition, and we're starting to build it. Obviously, we're a long ways from having a lot of deep traditions like most schools do have, but we do have some traditions intrinsically with that way we do things, and I think that our players and staff understand it and are doing things the right way. So, but can we improve? Heck yes, we can improve. So that's the challenge probably for the next season. Well, I have to admit I have looked forward a little bit because I'm not a guy that is going to look back much anyway, win or lose, or you got to move forward. So I have thought about next season, but of course my mind's pretty heavy in recruiting right now to help us for next season. But yeah, we've thought about the different scenarios of who would play what and shuffling positions around and that type of thing, and what do we need to recruit to make this 2014 team the best it can be. So yeah, we've certainly shifted our focus to next year, and so a lot of that will be the answers to a lot of that will be in recruiting. Just the way I think agreeing with Bryson a little earlier, just the way we fought back and it was tough to come in on a Sunday and talk to the team after you lost by 1 point, and you go to the next week and we lose by another point, and you got to try to keep them going, and that was difficult. I mean, it was very, very difficult. It was hard for me. I had to put on a face in front of them that they didn't see any panic, and even though when I went home at night, I was distraught at times, but when we got up the next day and had to face my staff, face players, we had to move on, and so that was the biggest thing, just how I think that lesson in life, like I said the other night, they learn from being in that situation and fighting through and finishing strong, and no matter what happened before is how so I've always preached those lessons, but I never really had to live a lot of those lessons in my life. I've been pretty fortunate, playing and coaching. I've been fortunate to be a lot of winning teams, and so some of those things were kind of real, and we had to live through them. I don't know where it stands. All I know is we need to improve, and I think that every year I'm going to have a 2-day staff meeting where we do nothing but talk about ways we can improve for the following year. And what did we do wrong? What did we do right? What can we do more of? What do we need to do less of? And I'm talking about from every facet, from academics to on the field at practice, our preparation for games, the amount of time we're spending here as a staff, hours upon hours. Do we need to trim that back? Do we need to do more? So I'll have a whole list of things it'll take 2 days to go through, and we're going to improve. And I think you got to assess yourself every year, no matter how good you are, how the previous year went. You got to assess yourself and get better. And to me, that's the essence of having a championship type football program is that you by improving every year. And so, where that's going to be next year, as far as wins and losses go, I don't know. But we need to improve. We need to set the standard even higher to become, a conference champion. We're a play away, a game away, however you want to put it, this year from being conference champion. And our goal is certainly to get there. And we've got to do a lot of things between now and then to get there.